All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about what I believe or what I know for a fact is the problem with the Indian females or the problem with the Indian dating scene considering females. Okay. Now, this is not to hate on the females, or this is not to say, we guys are saints and all men are saints and women are. I'll make a separate video. After this, I'll make a video where I give pointers to men, Indian men, especially Indian men, because, my target market is Indian. But I guess some of the principles can be universal. And feel free to comment and let me know what do you think. Apart from, the typical bad words and, oh, this tattooed guy, this takla, this ugly looking, whatever. Listen to the content and let's have a healthy discourse. Okay. Now, how did this topic come to be How did this topic come into existence? So how did this topic come into existence is, I have multiple groups and I also created this youth group for youngsters. So this question about marriage and love and dating and even sex and these are the normal questions youngsters have, which they are shy to talk about. And I guess they just don't know whom to talk to or whether to talk to, or in some cases, they don't even know how to say it. It becomes a little bit like you give them a finger, they'll eat the whole hand. Like, for example, if you say, okay, I'll offer you some tips on relationship and love, and then they start all this erotic porno stuff and the conversation becomes more like you're having a sex chat, So there are a lot of drawbacks and limitations our Indian men and women, especially boys, have. But in this video, I will give you what are the major problems of Indian females and the Indian dating scene. I've written down 10. You let me know which one you agree, disagree. Okay? So in no particular order, I'll give you the first one. What are the problems with our Indian females today? Espresso man with no sugar. Oof. Okay, the first problem that I see with Indian females today, remember, I'm focusing on Indian females. I'll make a separate video for Indian men. And it's both have, even though it looks like they have the same problem, it's not. The first major problem with Indian females is they are completely brainwashed and influenced by social media. And if I were to be specific, I would say apps like Instagram, apps like TikTok, apps like Facebook. Okay, YouTube, not so much. But see what happens in Instagram, you see the best looking photograph. Okay, the really, like a female will take 20, 30 photographs. Like imagine, I've seen females even do this, like you could say girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, whatever. They woke up and obviously after they wake up, they actually do this, they'll go freshen up, dab themselves with a towel, make their hair, everything, and then they'll come back to the bed. Actual incident. And then she will pose, like get ready with the pose, then take a smartphone and then click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this, like literally for the next 15, 20 minutes. And I'm lying down in the bed next to her and looking at her. This is not like my long-term girlfriend, more like fuck buddy, kind of like, enjoy, have fun. And I'm just looking at her like, just like this. The actual expression is, I go, what is she doing? Like, And after she has taken all the possible angles, and in some of them, she's even adjusting her cleavage in such a way, silk shirt, obviously when we were sleeping, took it all off, but had to wear it, no? Okay. After she has taken, I think, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, okay, that many for her, and she has selected the snaps, like, on your iPhone, you'll have many, many snaps, and she actually showed me and asked me, which one you think, this one looks good, this one, I said, yeah, this one looks nice, what about this, and then after selecting, the filters which are there, you try different, and I can see her phone, I'm looking at her phone, different filters, different shadings, black and white, whatever. And after all that, there are some effects also, some shiny things and all that. Okay. And finally, she gets one. Now remember, she woke up, she went, freshened up, dabbed and removed everything. And as far as I can remember, it was more like, hi, I just woke up. Hi, I just woke up. What are you guys doing today? Or something like, what are you guys and girls doing today? So something like that. So the whole process took around 30-35 minutes, okay, which I admire in terms of hard work. But this is what she had to put. And after she put that she just woke up, natural, no makeup, which she actually had a little bit, very little. And she posted it. Now, just imagine, for a normal person who's looking at that photograph, will think, wow, she just woke up and she just took a photograph and uploaded this. Just go, and no, it is not get up, chick, and up. It is get up, go, wash, everything. It's like a whole half an hour, 45 minutes thing. Okay. So in the same way, just like that one photograph took so long, just imagine how many photographs they click throughout the day. Even food, this, you could say I'm a little guilty about doing it. I've also done it. But females, when they order the food, they will take the camera, they'll position it. The food has to be proper. The food gets cold, actually gets cold, but they'll make sure they have the perfect shot. And sometimes even my wife, like, I tell her, do you want a photograph? Because I know she likes to share. She's like, okay, wait. She'll keep the plate proper, then she'll keep the napkins away, she'll tell the daughter. And by the time I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Did I even have to tell her this? Because my food is getting cold. So I say, okay, when you're ready, you tell me. So I'm constantly having my soup. And by the time I think I finish quarter of my soup, okay, I'm ready. Okay, then I take the photo. And after I take one photo, I take, okay, click. No, take 4, 5. Oh, okay, fine, all right. One chick, then chick. Say, take little far. Okay, little far, chick. And by the time you see people walking by and looking like, what the hell is going on here? I think it takes around roughly 15-20 minutes. That is after she's ready, okay? Because then she says, show me. And then I give her the phone. And imagine, the food is getting cold. But thankfully, because my wife is not a diva, she's aware of this and she's eating and feeding the baby. And finally, she chooses one. She says, I like this. Fine. Now, I'm not making fun of my wife. And thankfully, she's a simple woman. But imagine, even though she's a simple woman who wears simple clothes, second-hand clothes, or she doesn't show off, she doesn't buy branded stuff, she doesn't have a following on social media, she only shares with her family, only her family. So much of pressure was there. Now imagine if a girl is having friends and followers and all that. How much more pressure? So what happens is they cherry pick this. They work really hard to get this perfect image. And if everyone is doing it, everybody, it becomes a competition. Oh, she took the photograph in this hotel with this pose. Fuck, I'll go to that hotel. And then it becomes bragging rights. Oh, you went to that 3-star. I went to the 4-star. Another one. I went to Burj Al Arab. Ha. Standards. Oh, you went to this normal pool. I went to this, mega size pool. Oh, I went to this limitless pool. Oh, you just had the new launch of the Mercedes Benz. Oh, my boyfriend bought this new Lambo. Maybe it's rental. Oh, I sat in the Continental Rolls Royce or some other. So everyone is showing off. And what happens because of this, it becomes more like a competition that I want the best. I deserve the best. I show my best photographs. I show the best moments. I have a standard to maintain. And this is where it spills over into a relationship where the guy becomes also another commodity. He becomes another object to brag. Why do you think there are a lot of Asian women like Filipinas, even Thai, even Indians? Why do they show off their husband just like men show off their wives, women like to show off. Like Asian females, they love to show my husband is American, British, Australian, white, with a white passport, and he's working for this multinational company, and he's so rich, and he gives me gold. And especially in Thailand, it's more about gold and house and dowry. And they gave 1 million and they bought the house for me, they bought the car for me. And it's more like, the bigger the celebration, like in India, the bigger the wedding, the more number of people, becomes a matter of pride. So it becomes more of bragging rights. In fact, they'll always brag and show off if the guy is from America, Europe, or Canada, or Australia. Have you ever seen an Asian female show off and brag if she gets a Bangladeshi or a Pakistani? I'm not putting them down. I'm from India myself, or an Indian. Do they brag when they get, unless the guy is loaded, he has a Rolls Royce and a helicopter, and otherwise nobody's going to brag. But they will brag when they have this external, oh, he loves me so much. By the way, he took me for a 5-star paid expense to Maldives. Oh, we were living the dream. Oh, it was my dream vacation to go to Switzerland, and look at the photographs. It becomes a competition. Standards. So the guys that they select and whom they want to associate their brand with has to also be that standard. And if you think that it's only because of these females, think again. The mother and father are equally involved in pumping up that ego, putting hot air under their ass. Baby, you deserve the best. You are so smart. Oh, my daughter is number one. She got, rank in the school and college. Oh, she was Bharatanatyam dancing. Oh, she has so many followers. By the way, do you know how many followers she has on social media? Oof, she's so smart. Oh, she'll one day be the CEO. Loy, you have no idea. She can advise you on personal branding. She gives us advice on. Actual parents are telling me, they have booked my services for me to advise the child, and they are telling me, oh, Loy, you have no idea. Her knowledge, she's so smart. She knows what is personal branding. Loy, she can advise P&G and Deloitte and Google, and she can advise them on branding, the logo and all that. Loy, you should listen to her sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Can we move on to where she needed my advice? Not the other way around, No, but Loy, you should listen to her talk. And then they keep insisting, and finally I'm like, okay, yeah, let her talk. And she's waiting there because the parents are praising her. She's so smart, and she's like, me, I'm so smart. And finally she comes, Loy uncle, Loy sir, I did this. I got number 1 in debating, and number 1 in public speaking, and number 1 in dancing, and I was selected to go to UK and Canada, and I got the number 1 seat in the fashion designing course, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, they're paying me per hour, so for me, I don't give a damn. You can take my whole bloody this thing, and when it spills over to the next hour. But the minute I tell the parent, all this is fine, but I hope you know that your meter is running, you're paying me per hour. Then they're like, okay, beta, stop. Let's listen to Uncle Loy. Yeah. So the parents are busy pumping the ego of the child, telling you have, the golden putang which you will give to your husband. You have the golden brain, you have the golden body. You're ultimate, you're the goddess. You deserve Elon Musk with the looks of, he should be at least minimum. He should have a PhD from Harvard, beta. You deserve the best. He should have at least money to provide you. We provided you with the best, at least something like, Jeff Bezos, he can afford to, take care of you. And he should be very well educated, very well behaved, and very good looking, and from a good family, and he should have property, and he should have good education, and he should have good salary. So they're busy, tuning this into the head, and the daughter's like, yeah, daddy, mummy, you know me best. I deserve the best. Of course I deserve the best. You have to go to 5-star hotel and eat. Daddy, mummy, I have to work in a Fortune 500 company. My brains are so developed. So with all this brainwash, hot air put under their ass, as it is, they think, oh, I have 1,000 followers. Look at 10,000 comments. Oh, I'm dancing like a monkey. Ding, 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 ding. And everyone's, saying, wow, what talent, what talent. Ding, 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 ding. She's doing, and they do all this. And la, 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 they sing. And everyone's like, wow, so talented. Yeah, so talented. They don't know that half these guys are sexual maniacs, pedophile, desperate men, They don't know who's following them. But I have 50,000 followers, 100,000 comments. Superstar. And the parents think, we have a golden goose. We have to get the highest bidder. And the interview process becomes, son, beta. Beta means son. Son, what do you do? It's an interview, business interview. Like, you're applying for a Fortune 500 company. What do you do? Okay. What's your education? Okay. How much salary do you get, beta? Just want to know salary. What about savings? Yeah, savings. Property, you have 2-3, houses and some land. Okay. No, just saying, beta. And you have any plans to go migrate somewhere? Yeah. Okay. And what about you have a car? Daughter has to go up and down. Yeah. House, you have a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, it's a small house, just basic stuff. What are your plans, beta? What are you planning next? So it becomes all this business transaction. And after they take the information, the mother and father will prepare an Excel sheet in their head, maybe sometimes practically. Okay, candidate number 1, 3-bedroom. Candidate number 2, villa. Oh, wow. Candidate number 4, private villa. That also at the hills. Ooh. Oh, this one has MBA. This one has PhD. Wow, better. Oh, this one has 2 PhDs. Oh, this one is from Harvard Business School. Ultimate. This one property. What is one property? This guy has premium property. Oh, that guy has Canadian citizenship and property. Then, he can take immediately to America. Good boy, very good boy. He looks average. Forget the looks, no. He will give green card. She will have green card. And our grandchildren will have ultimate Gora passport. America passport. And then we will go for holiday. America. No need to pay for ticket. So that is what it becomes. Okay. So number 1 is brain dead with social media, brainwashed. Second one is parents putting the hot air under their ass. Then obviously number 3 is what? Demands and expectations, sun, moon and stars. Like what does a girl want? A simple girl. Nowadays, even a girl from the village, not exaggerating, even a girl from the village wants all these boxes to be ticked. House, land, property, salary, career, education, D. She wants, and she deserves all this. And until she gets all this, she is not going to, because after all her friend got, why shouldn't she? So there is that comparison. Their demands and expectations are way beyond, which brings to the next point is that comparison problem. Oh, she got to, Australia. Other one got to Canada. I want to Canada, Australia or USA. She's so ugly. She's not as smart as me and she got there. Why I can't? The next part is this Parents brainwashing the kid. Kids want to show the world. But then comes the family. It becomes a competition between friends, family. And then even bigger than that, with Asians or Indians, it becomes society. Why do you think when they have the marriage, they will have a very big, expensive marriage? Oh, she'll be covered with gold, and everyone will dress up with a designer suit and limousine and big hotel, and call all the relatives. Hey, everyone, look, my daughter. See. Father will bring all the people to show. See, I produced from my ting came out. See this. Mother, from my stomach came this. And they'll invite all the people whom they wanted to show off. This one moment is there to show off, no? So they bring all that big wedding, 1,000 people. How many people do they know? Maybe 200. Rest? Yeah, this was my friend before. And how many people do they actually interact with? Even less than, I think, 50. And how many actually matter? Maybe 10. But they have to show off, no? And they have to put on social media. They need a videographer, they need a photographer, they need a wedding planner, they need a wedding theme, a concept, they need a DJ, they need a MC, they need performers. Like that Ambani wedding has to be something of that standard, no? Because you have to show society. Because you live for society, it matters. You live in a village. Like the olden days, in the village, everyone is watching. Impress the villagers, no? That also is there. Now, when you have a female, social media, parents putting hot air, then they compare it with each other, and then you want to show society. You also have to do something, no? And the thing is, today girls are educated, which is good. They are also working, which is good. But that creates problems. And what is the problem it creates? They're taking on masculine roles. They are started to act, behave, talk, think like men. Once upon a time, a girl smoking a cigarette was not heard of. Today it's a norm. Yeah, man, it's so fucked up, yeah. They'll smoke. And what do they say? Well, you guys can smoke. Why? Girls can't smoke. Okay, fine. Once upon a time, a boy could tell his mother, father, Dad, I'm going with my friends to a bar. They would shiver. They would not say bar. It's just going for a movie. Then they will go for a bar. And if parents are a little broad-minded, yeah, I'll go to a bar. For a boy, it would be okay. It would never be imaginable for a girl. Even if the girl would say, I'm going for a movie. Who are you going with? Who is that girl? What time you're going? What time? They would ask all this. But today the girl can actually, Dad, Mom, I'm going. Bye. See you. They don't tell where they're going. They'll go to a nightclub. Maybe they'll be there 3 or 4. And what do they wear when they go to a nightclub? You think they are wearing acceptable, decent clothes? Maybe no bra day. Maybe, they want to show their ting-tong from back. When they bend over to pick up something. These underwears, it's called a thong or something, I don't know. It goes in their bum, the thin thread, and they have to show a little bit of assets, perfumed. It's more like going to one of those red light districts, fresh meat paraded. And girls are, hey, come on, let's all drink shots. Hey, come on, 1, 2. Oh, yeah, and half drunk and all that. And then they'll tell their mom, Dad, I'll stay over so that I don't have to this thing. Yeah, beta. Enjoy. Maybe they don't go home. Maybe they go to their boyfriend's place. And I know what girls will say. Why, you guys can do it, we girls can do it. Yeah, do. Baba, who's saying don't do? Do everything. Only thing is when one of my oldie mentors, when you become full tank, then don't cry. Then full tank, guy doesn't become full tank, girl becomes full tank. See, when you're young, you can do all this bullshit. I remember one of them who I wanted to marry those days, wanted to marry everyone, it looked like. She was cabin crew. Well, She was very beautiful. Crazy about her. Wanted to marry her because she is hot. But she was traveling all the world, staying in five-star hotels, going, visiting, taking places, photographs, Instagram, Facebook. You think she wanted to settle down? You're fucking crazy. And she was dating very well-to-do guys because, she is beautiful. So the guys also, it's not that the guys were bad or she was bad. They enjoyed sex, 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 sex. But you can't be an air hostess forever, right? Eventually, she got tired and fed up of that life. But she continued until one day she got pregnant. One day. And then obviously, I said, hey, listen, we had fun, but you should have taken protection. I can't take the response. So she had to get it aborted, which changed her life, which changed her biology, which changed her priorities. It was not easy. And then eventually she decided, enough is enough. I want to settle down. You can't keep traveling the world and sleeping odd hours. And there's that phase, man. And because of all the decisions she took, the alcohol, the cigarettes, the late nights, the sex, the abortion, it affected her health. And females have multiple issues. She ended up with multiple issues. From back to this, to thyroid, to everything else. And guess who wanted to marry her then? Who? But the problem is, okay, that is later. But when you're going through that fun phase, do you think she wants a normal guy or do you think she wants a high flyer? And that comes to the next point. Because they are earning, because they are working, they have the purchasing power, they have the independence, and they have the taste of the temptations and pleasures of the world. So when you taste different dishes, for example, I'm giving an analogy, Chinese, Thai, Indian, Arabic. So you tasted so many different flavors. So you'd want to keep trying new flavors, no? Now let's replace flavors with men. Oh, you tried this guy, you tried that guy, you tried this guy. So when you try different men and different personalities and sex, and not just sex, I'm not talking taste of only sex, you experience with different men. Do you think that female would want a simple guy? No, she would want the best that money can buy, from the brands to the alcohol to the food to the hotels to... She wants the best deal in town, and the parents also want the best deal in town. So when you want the best of the best of the best of the best, until you get it, you're not going to settle down. And then there is no pressure to get married. Once upon a time, it was like, you're 20, you have to get married. You're going to become 20. Then it became 25. Then it became 30. Today, females saying, I don't care, I'll wait till 40. Or some females saying, I don't have to get married. It's an open relationship. Open. Seriously, Indian females are saying, why marry? Have an open relationship. If I'm not happy, I'll leave you. Girls actually say this. There are quite a number of girls who don't think it's necessary to get married. See, the mindset has changed, and parents can't force their child, no, beta, you have to get married. Come on, mom, come on, dad. So many divorces are taking place. What the hell? So if I'm not married to the guy, I have the freedom to say bye. Same like how the men used to talk. So why would a female want to settle down when she has the money? When she's... I personally know females who are in their 50s, clients of mine, Indians, successful in their careers. They don't give a flying fuck about settling down. They want to settle down. They want a child. They want a family life. But you seriously think they are going to settle down for anything they feel is below their standard? No. If they're used to 5-star hotels and they've tasted all these men and all the pleasures, you think they'll lower it? No, they'll say, I deserve the best. What do you do then? How much do you compete? Where does the demand stop? And then here's another point. Don't mind, I'm not counting how many. Here's another point. Because these females are taking on masculine roles, working in companies, spending time with men, they start thinking like men, they become like men, they become competitive. So now here you have, before you had clearly defined roles for a man and for a woman. Man will hunt, bring the food, bring home. Woman will cook, take care, and support the household duties, take care of the child. Now you have the guy is working, the girl is working, and both when they come back after hunting, both are like, oh, exhausted, and they need someone to take care of them. So now the man, whom will he ask for? Who will take care of him? You think the wife is going to take care, and if they earn the same salary, she'll be like, if he says, sweetheart, my head is paining, can you massage? She'll be like, excuse me, my head is paining, my legs are paining, why don't you give me a massage? Can say that, right? Both will say the same. So then the husband will like, fuck man, do I need this drama? So what he'll be like, he will seek pleasure elsewhere. He will go to some other female who doesn't have a stable life, or some who will take a little bit of money but will treat him like a god. And do you think the female doesn't have those options? Nowadays, not joking, there are a lot of females who have young boys who are dying for a girlfriend, don't have the money, but they're good looking, they'll take care, they don't mind being a simp. Females have this. I can't tell you who specifically. I have both met the guy and the girl, different situations, where boys, young boys, my girlfriend is this 40, 50-year-old, whatever, married lady, nobody knows, my dad and mom don't know. And the female says, why, what to do? I'm just so frustrated. I seek love, but I'm not getting. It's just a dirty little secret. So me, being a coach, what? I don't give a fuck. You can fuck everyone you like. You're paying me for my advice. Here it is. I'm not good or bad. It's your value system. And then when the husband and wife live like that, who takes care of the children? Who takes care of the house? So, given such this thing, then they go out and talk to who? Their friends, right? And if their friends talk like them, then do you think they would say, be loyal to your husband? No, they'll blow smoke up their ass. The guys say, fuck that bitch, yeah, you can get new girls. And the girl will say, he's a fucking dog, yeah, come on, you deserve so much more. Brainwash, no? And that brings to the next point, and that is the values have changed, the criterias have changed. What once used to be a matter of shame is no longer shame. I mean, you can literally get girls who smoke, drink, and go for a girls' day out, girls' night out. They call it girls' night out, and showing they're drinking alcohol and taking photographs. And in some cases, they are even hanging around with their boyfriends. Oh, he's just because you have a dirty thinking doesn't mean he's just my friend. He's a guy. He's just my friend. Oh, okay. Husband goes his way, wife goes her way. So when you have all this, there's no importance to family values here. Tell me if I'm wrong. So when you have females who are now changed their roles, changed their expectations, changed their... I know exactly what you'll say. Loy, you double standards, two-faced son of a bitch, you tattooed. So why don't you make your daughter a housemaid? I know exactly what you guys will say. Why don't you make your daughter a housemaid? Why don't you make her dependent on a man if you're so much about values? Correct? And if I tell you, no, I'm not going to make my daughter a housemaid, you'll say, see, bastard, giving double standards. I've made separate videos of this, so I don't want to elaborate, but I'll tell you very simple. Very, very simple. My job as a father, I have a daughter. I think I'll make a separate video, but I'll not give too much of detail here. Given that I have a daughter, given that my daughter can get pregnant, if I had a boy can't get pregnant. He can have sex with 100 girls. He'll get an STD, but he'll not get pregnant. But if the girl does get pregnant. And if the girl gets pregnant, Thai laws, you cannot get abortion, you have to take care. So my first duty as a parent is not just to protect her and tell her, listen, I don't want you to having sex, you're not meeting a boy. Today's day and age, you can't supervise them 24/7. If she's going to a co-education, she's going to school. I don't know if she's going to school or maybe she'll bunk and, they just need 15, 20 minutes to do their thing. Teenage pregnancy is a very real fact. Check in Philippines, check in Thailand, check in Vietnam, check these countries. Even in India, there's so much of a possibility that anything can happen. You will not believe me if I tell you this. Young girls are talking to me about OnlyFans, about giving pictures of their private parts for cash. Not joking. Young girls having sex with married men. You will be like, Loy, you found out now. I'm aware it happens, but when someone actually takes my service and shows me the profile of the people who they are doing it with, even their own relatives, it is shocking. It is not normal. So for me, as a father who has a wife, who has seen all this, our job is to mentor, to guide, and not hide the realities of life, but tell her this is what happens. And given my style of mentoring and coaching and how my wife is her best friend, we'll educate her and tell her, see, these are the various options. But 100% I wouldn't want the daughter to be like this in front of a man. Like, please take care of me, please. No. And you know why? Because my wife, before she married me, she was horrifically abused by her husband. She studied, she had a rank, she was good, but she loved this boy and she thought he was the true love, a Thai boy. But guess what? He was not great at studies, all that. But he got into bad company, he got into smoking, he got into alcohol, he got into drugs, got into dangerous activities. And he would physically abuse her left, right, and center. And because there was no one to have these conversations with her, she endured the abuse for months and months and years. He used to shove the bottle in her mouth, threatened to break her teeth, threatened to smash her face with the bottle, made her like a maid where he bought other females. Abused her horribly. But she never had anyone to have these conversations with her. That is why she will have these conversations with her daughter and make sure she doesn't repeat those mistakes. Well, for me, I will tell the daughter what she needs to know, how she has to live her life, give the list of values, make sure that I don't blow smoke up her ass and tell her that you have the golden vagina, that you can, get the highest bidder. No. That's why my daughter doesn't go to all these Western schools where these kids can literally tell their parents, fuck off. I've heard, seen with my own eyes in Amazon, where this father came in, mother came in. I don't want to give the identity of this person, businessman. Daughter came in. I think she must have been 11 or 12. And they were wearing this outfit, which I wouldn't say is very appropriate. Okay. Some off-shoulder shit and small, hot pants. I don't know how these kids get that. Okay. So she was with her friends. And they each had I think the latest smartphone and latest gadgets. And all of them had iPhones. And the dad bought coffee and this thing for everyone. And she literally told her, I don't want this. She's telling, I want that. Like they already ordered and maybe she didn't hear. And she actually pushed it and it fell down. And the dad, what are you doing and all that? I don't care. I don't want this. And see the disrespect. 11, 12-year-old. See the way they dress up. See the way. And they all were busy on their phones. My daughter is not going to be like that. Sorry. No. That's why she is right now in the village. No AC, simple fan, working with her mother's mother, my wife's mother, in the fields, living a simple Thai life. Because I want to show her what poverty is. Because one day I will die. They'll have to go back to their Thai roots, right? So I will give her the basics without blowing smoke up her ass and telling her that she can achieve the impossible. and make sure that she earns through merit. Okay? And every decision, there's a price to pay. So you want to have open sex? Fine, your age, can't force you, you're 18 plus, but out of my house. Don't bring the guy and come to my house. No, get out. And if you can go out and do your shit, then don't come back here. Stay permanently out. It's not you go fuck around with 20, 30 guys and then come. This is not a free hotel accommodation. No. If you have the capacity to do whatever the fuck you want and live your life out permanently, then it's called being an adult. Not you'll be an adult, then you come and I have to pamper you. And which comes to my next point. Females like to play this double standards where one time they are this feminists, feminazi. There was a video that was shared in my group where this female Indian in US, she had to speak in front of the council and they were supporting Israel and not Palestine or something like that. And this fat, chubby Indian female, really fat, tubby. And she was actually young girl, maybe 16, 17, calling them, you motherfuckers and you this thing, I hope you die and all that. And she went on and they tolerated all these adults, Americans who were there, council members, and finally said, we will kill you and this and that. And then this lady who was the main chairperson, she was like, excuse me, did you just say that you're going to kill us? She's saying, I summoned the police, the cop, is going to escort you out of the room, and they pressed charges on her. She got felony or some charges, and now she is going to be in jail. Very good. I was so happy. I was very happy. Please not only put her in jail, destroy her career. She doesn't deserve this feminazi. And when she was in jail, I didn't mean it that way. What? You wanted to show you have nuts, big nuts, big balls. Comes with the price, right? So, problem with females, 1 minute they'll act like feminazis, but the minute they get a taste of their medicine, then, I'm a girl. I saw this one video where this, I think, Russian chick, this guy was standing there, it's a bar, and he's just standing there. This female goes and punches him on the face. The guy doesn't keep quiet, immediately gives her such a fucking slap. She flies like super, for a few seconds. Woo, woo, that music, woo. And she falls down, crashes on the chair, and she's like, reset button, factory reset when you do on your phone. She was like, eh. And I was laughing. That is what a female should be thought. And you don't have to go very far. Just Google search videos of females just physically abusing men and thinking they can get away with it. And in India, it's so common to see females holding a guy's collar and the language that they use, your mother's vagina, your father's this, and like on a train, we have seen this. Females will sit on a train and put their legs on top, and if someone feeling, hey bastard, you better stop the video or and then they hate. And this is how females are. So where is the culture? So one side you're showing you're a feminazi or a feminist, equal rights, and we have our periods, we have periods and be proud, periods and proud. That was also a movement where they showed this Indian female. I don't know why our Indians are so mad. Indian in UK, she ran a marathon and she allowed her periods to flow, and she was actually flaunting it in front of the camera to get photographed. No, you should be brave. Brave. Show your periods. Yeah, then why don't you poop and shit and show your shit also? Be brave, no? Show everything. What kind of society we are living in today? Where it's supposed to be a shame, we are making it a matter of pride. So when you have such feminazi concepts, but then when you're taught a lesson, I'm a girl, I'm sensitive. They want high-paying salaries. They want CEO jobs. Who needs men? Yeah, what about joining the army? What about taking a bullet? What about working, people who do electrician, plumbing, hard physical labor? Why don't you do that also? Why do you only want to do CEO job? No, but I'm a girl. This is the problem with our Indian females nowadays. They want to be the Western, they want to copy the Western template, have the best of the West, but Eastern philosophies of love, care, nurture. So, feminazi, but when they're put in their place, I'm just a girl, victim. So, that is why it's becoming harder to get the right female. When you have unlimited amounts of money, when you have power, when you have options, when you taste the different sausages, Bulgarian sausage, chicken and cheese, ham, all the various sausages. So you want the best sausage money can buy, right? For my daughter, I'll just tell you this much. I'll make her realize her limitations as a woman. I'll make her realize man has his place, woman has her place. You don't have to be a slave, you don't have to be a maid. At the same time, you can't be a man. Each one has their roles. And as a father, I'll empower her enough with the values, traditional Thai values, so that she doesn't become a feminazi. At the same time, she doesn't become a victim. And she will make her choice. Her choice. I don't know what is her choice. What fulfills her. You want to get married? Fine. You want to be single? Fine. You want to be a lesbian? Fine. You want to get... But understand you have limitations. And I hope I do a good job. Intention is there. Results, who knows? Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know how much you'll agree, disagree, but this is what I believe. And yes, I need to make a video about men also. So let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree, disagree? And I would love to read your questions if you have questions in the comments. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.